So here we have the Nissan Qashqai N connector on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We'll start off inside the boot, and then we're going to work the way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors. This car's also got a 360 parking camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car properly. There's plenty of boot space as well, as you can see, and that boot space can be increased by lifting, and if you wish to, removing these two tray sections separately. And if you need to increase it further than that, we've got the 60/40 split folding rear seats as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. The seats are as good as new. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer and the fuel gauge as well. In the middle you can see the total miles on this car are 19,105. You can change the information displayed above that using a button on the steering wheel for various different types of menus. One of the most useful pieces of information there is this one, which is the digital readout for the speedometer. And those buttons I was using are these ones on the left hand side, just here. We've also got stereo controls at the bottom of that section. On the right hand side we have cruise control and speed limiter, as well as the ability to answer and end phone calls. That is of course once the phone is paired, and that is done over on the central screen just here. So first of all, before we come back to that, you can see this car's got DAB radio. It also has FM and AM as well. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. There's a CD player at the top of the unit just here. We've also got auxiliary and USB inputs, and once you've paired up your phone, not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. This car's also got satellite navigation. There's a full video showing how this works on our website and on our Facebook page, which is well worth checking out. And on top of all of that, I mentioned that it had a 360 parking camera. So what you got there is a bird's eye view of where the car is parked right now, and a reversing camera view. You can also have a front camera view on the right and the bird's eye view there, or front camera view and the front passenger side wheel. So with all of those cameras, it does make it incredibly easy to park this car. Working our way down, we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature on either side of the car, the fan speed up and down from here. You can determine where within the car you'd like the air to blow, so you can have all three of them or just one if you want to. When you're happy with those settings, that button will turn the air conditioning on, or you can hit auto and the car will take control of the fan speed to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. To override that, simply readjust the fan speed. Underneath that section we have 12-volt charging socket and the electronic handbrake, and then the 6-speed manual gearbox. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to talk about is the panoramic glass roof. You can see the sunblind is closed at the moment. There's a button up here. If I give that a push, the sunblind will then open all the way to the back of the rear seats. As you can see, that lets in a lot of light. It does make the cabin feel a lot bigger and spacier as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.